Mabuhay from the beautiful city of Manila. I'm back with for the channel Fragrance RX, and today I'll be making a video about, as you can read from the title down below, the top 5 fragrances which I do not reach anymore in my fragrance collection. So, wanna find out what are my top 5 fragrances which I do not reach anymore in my fragrance collection? Stay tuned! First of all, I was tagged by my very good friend Patrick from the channel Pinoy Kiwi Scent, and he tagged me in this video about the top 5 fragrances which I do not reach anymore in my fragrance collection. So thank you so much, Patrick, for tagging me in this video. Just a disclaimer, guys, these 5 fragrances in my fragrance collection that I do not reach anymore, they don't necessarily smell bad. They are just hard to find discontinued gems which I really don't want to run out of juice anymore. So that's why I do not reach for them anymore. That's the only reason I do not reach for them. They are discontinued, they are very hard to find, and I'm afraid that the juice will run out eventually. So that's the reason, okay? So this list is not in particular order. My number 5 on my list, we have here from the house of Terry Mugler, we have here Pure Shot. Now, why Pure Shot? This fragrance, again, is discontinued already. Not discontinued, but rebranded in the name of Pure Energy. There's a reason why this fragrance was renamed. There was a controversy before. The model of this Pure Shot did a very heinous crime, which I will not discuss anymore because YouTube might take down my video. So, there's a history behind this fragrance, and I bought this fragrance for that historical value. This fragrance smells fresh, citrus in the opening, and that stays the same up to the middle part and at the dry down. So it's a very linear scent. Now I got this for about 3,000 pesos, roughly about $60 US. So while you can grab this fragrance, Pure Shot, grab it, because what we have today is Pure Energy, which is a rebranding of this Pure Shot. So I'll be keeping this fragrance. Pure Shot, I will be careful with the trigger of this one because I might run out of juice. So I will not reach for this fragrance that much anymore. So again, number 5 on the list, Pure Shot by the house of Terry Mugler. Number 4 on the list, we have here from the house of Christian Dior, we have here Aqua Fahrenheit. Now this fragrance is a flanker of the original Fahrenheit, which was released about 2 decades or 3 decades ago. Now this fragrance is their fresh take on the original Fahrenheit. And I agree, because this fragrance is a summer scent. This fragrance has the original DNA of the original Fahrenheit, but there's a citrus twist in this fragrance, more perfect for the summer season. Now when you open this fragrance, by the way, you can twist this fragrance and there, take off the juice like that, unlike the other Fahrenheit bottles. So this fragrance opens up with that very citrus vibe, and you can detect right away the original gasoline vibe, which is found in the original Fahrenheit. Now I got this fragrance for about 2,000 pesos, roughly about $40 US, and I got it for a very steal price because when I checked the online prices of Aqua Fahrenheit, it's already very expensive. I think it's reaching about $100 already, and I got this for about $40 US, guys. That's how cheap I got this fragrance. So while you still can, guys, grab this fragrance because it will be very hard to find soon, and you will need to spend a lot of money when you want to have this fragrance right here. Very reminiscent of the original Fahrenheit, but there's a citrus twist in this fragrance. So again, my number 4 on the list from the house of Christian Dior, Aqua Fahrenheit. Number 3 on the list, you saw this already in my top 10 fragrances that I will keep for life. By the house of Lanvin, we have here Avantgarde. Now this fragrance, they say, smells very similar with La Nuit de l'Homme by the house of Yves Saint Laurent, and I agree with them. It really does smell very similar with La Nuit de l'Homme. This opens up with that very sweet, peppery vibe, and I really love that scent. I sprayed it here, and yeah, I'm reminded of La Nuit de l'Homme. That peppery vibe is not that prominent, but I can detect that peppery vibe in this fragrance. What I can appreciate in this fragrance is that very sweet, peppery cardamom vibe that this fragrance has to offer. Really smells good, guys. I got this for about 1,000 pesos, roughly about $20 US. I got this for a very cheap price. As you can see from the level of the juice, it's right about here, roughly about 80%. So I really got a good deal with this fragrance, Lanvin Avantgarde. And I'll be I'll be careful with the juice, with the sprayer already, because I really don't want to run out of juice of this gem right here. The cost of this fragrance is already skyrocketing high, so you will really have to spend a lot of money for you to have this Avantgarde by the house of Lon Von. Again, my number 3 on the list, Avantgarde by the house of Lon Von. Number 2 on the list, we have here, well, this is a surprise for you because I have here Gucci Envy by the house of Gucci. Now, this fragrance is very expensive in eBay right now and other fragrance groups. I found this one for the 75 ml of Gucci Envy roughly about $200 US. Imagine that, guys. Very expensive scent already, this Gucci Envy. Can you guess how much I got this fragrance? I got this for only 2,000 pesos, roughly about $40 US, guys. That steal price, I got this fragrance. So this fragrance, Gucci Envy, opens up with that very gingery vibe, very prominent ginger vibe. And this is considered as a barbershop scent. Now, when we open this fragrance, you can see this type of juice, this lightly yellow-greenish juice. This Gucci Envy, by the way, has two versions. The dark green, which is the more recent batches, and this yellow green, which are the older batches. Now, what I have here is the older batches of Gucci Envy, the yellow green. When we have the initial spray of this fragrance, you will appreciate that very gingery vibe that this fragrance has to offer, and it really smells good. I really don't know why Gucci discontinued this fragrance, but this fragrance really smells good. That ginger vibe really smells good, guys. That barbershop vibe that this fragrance has to offer. Imagine yourself, you just got out of the barbershop. That's how this fragrance smells like. It really smells good, guys. You will have to spend a lot of money if you want to have this fragrance, but if you can get this for a very steal price, go get it, guys, because you won't find this anywhere anymore, guys. You can find this in discounter sites. You can find this in your local department stores. The only source you can have this fragrance is through Facebook groups and fragrance enthusiasts like me. Okay, so again, my number 2 on the list we have here from the house of Gucci, Gucci Envy. And my number 1 on the list we have here from the house of Yves Saint Laurent. This is the former king, guys. The former king. We have here Kouros. So this fragrance, this has been reformulated a lot of times already. And I think what I have here is the 2000 batch. I'll confirm it with you guys. This is how my Kouros looks like. It has this silver chromed shoulder and this base right here, chrome base. So this fragrance Kouros, well, this is considered as the king before Aventus came. And I understand why, because this fragrance, well, it really smells good. So this fragrance opens up with that floral, powdery vibe, and I was reminded of another fragrance from the house of Jean-Paul Gaultier, which is Fleur du Mal. Now, this fragrance, yeah, it is a projection bomb, guys. This fragrance, Kouros, is a projection beast. In short, this is a beast mode fragrance. Now, I got this for about 900 pesos, roughly about $20 US or less. That's how I got this fragrance. I got this for a very steal price, and I'm sure you can get this for a very steal price as well. And while you can, grab the older batches of Kouros, because we all want the older batches, right, of the fragrance that we want. So again, this bad boy right here, a very projection monster, a very beast mode performing fragrance. Kouros also has this very strong musk at the dry down, which, well, it is a love or hate fragrance for others. Now, whether you like it or not, this fragrance was considered as the king of fragrance before, and well, it's still selling up to this moment. Very highly sought after fragrance from the house of Yves Saint Laurent. So you can never go wrong when you buy this one. But again, before you buy this Kouros, make sure to smell this fragrance, because you might not like it and end up wasting money, right? So just be careful when buying fragrances. Test it first while you can, and then you can buy it anyway. Again, my number 1 on the list we have here, Kouros by the house of Yves Saint Laurent. So guys, I'll be tagging the 3 gentlemen which I want to hear from their top 5 fragrances which they don't reach anymore in their fragrance collection. So number 1 on my list, I have here Troy of the channel TroyD247Mall. And number 2, we have Kuya Nico of the channel Nico Miranda PH. And lastly, Daniel Son of the channel Daniel Son. Guys, I wanna hear your top 5 fragrances which you don't reach anymore in your fragrance collection. You heard my top 5 fragrances which I don't reach anymore in my fragrance collection. Now what are your top 5 fragrances which you don't reach anymore in your fragrance collection? Again, leave your comments down below and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, Fragrance RX. Again, this is Wedson for the channel Fragrance RX, your fragrance doctor. See you in the next video. Have a nice day and stay fragrant!